Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome. My name is Terry Toomey, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for today. This conferring ceremony is being streamed live on the internet, so if anybody couldn't make it today, if you send them a text, they can log on and watch it online. A few housekeeping items before we begin. Emergency exits. There are 7 emergency exits from this auditorium, 2 in each of the glass walls at the side, 1 to the left of the stage, 1 to the right of the stage, and 1 at the back where you came in at the beginning. And I suppose the second thing is the mobile phones. Could I ask you to please switch off all mobile phones before we start? Thank you. The formal proceedings begin with the Academic Procession. I invite you now to please stand for the Academic Procession. Please be seated. I will begin by introducing the members of the conferring panel to you. To my right is Mr. Nyle Green, Chairman of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology. In the centre is Dr. Maria Hinfelar, President of Limerick Institute of Technology. And finally, Ms. Maria Cain, Head of Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology. I now call on Mr. Nyle Green, Chairman of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology, to address you.
Members of the governing body, President and friends, good morning, and a special good morning to those who are being conferred today. This is your day, and while many have helped you get here, today celebrates for each of you your own unique achievement. In celebrating your achievement, it is important to remember and recognise those who have helped you along the way. Without them, your success would not have been possible. From my own personal experience, I would say that for the vast majority of you, the influence, the encouragement, the support, and in many cases the sacrifice of your parents and families has been crucial. Without that solidarity, most of you would not have benefited from the dedicated efforts that the teaching and support staff of the Institute have put into your education and training, and more widely, into your development as people and as citizens. I would venture that for many of you there is one teacher, maybe two, but probably no more than that, who have had a profound influence on you while you were in LIT, and which goes beyond the subject matter which they taught you. Each of you knows who they are, and they are probably different people for each of you. Before you leave LIT, tell them that they were special to you, because they deserve that recognition, and without your telling them, they have no way of knowing. I have to admit that personally I didn't always follow that advice myself. In a number of cases it's been a matter of regret to me ever since that I didn't. The friendships that you have made among your fellow students are another important resource for your future lives. You have helped each other through the past few years, sometimes no doubt in ways which your teachers might have found a bit dubious had they but known, and an effort to maintain those links is well worthwhile. Social, business, political and interest group networks are increasingly important in our lives, and are all the better when they are based on friendship and mutual support rather than on self-interest. The fact that a higher proportion of you than anyone would wish are going to have to find work or study outside Ireland, at least in the short term, will put a strain on maintaining contact, but Facebook, Skype, LinkedIn, etc. will help you overcome most of the problems of distance and time zones, facilities that generations before you did not have, and which resulted in the loss of many of what might otherwise have been enduring friendships. On occasions such as this, it would not be unusual for somebody in my position to burden the audience with some weighty thoughts on the future of the technology sector and LIT's place within it. You will be pleased to know that you're to be spared that, although I cannot guarantee that future conferring an audience will be so lucky. I've only been in this role for slightly less than 3 weeks. At the moment, I am on a journey up a fairly steep learning curve. I started with very clear views based on relative ignorance about the Institute of Technology sector. I'm now working my way through a fog of confusion of half-digested information, and hopefully I will in due course reach the uplands of a more informed opinion. What I can say from my observations to date is that I am very impressed with the extent and quality of the analysis and planning that goes into the determination of the relevance, the content, the teaching process, and the maintenance of standards of the courses offered by LAT. My initial impression is that the commitment to the continuous improvement of what LIT does in its various schools, departments and campuses is as good as you will find almost anywhere in industry and no doubt academia, and a lot better than most. I make that point not out of any self-congratulation of LIT, but because I know that parents in particular worry about how well their daughters and sons are being prepared for life and the labour market. Research with which I am familiar showed some years ago that Irish parents are much more fearful of their offspring's prospects of finding employment and settling into the world of work than are the young people who are actually experiencing that transition. This is due in part to the innately greater optimism of younger people, but due also to the fact that young people have a line of sight to the experience of their predecessors in the education system and the routes they have taken into employment or further study. They may not always have a map, but they have a pretty good idea of how to circumvent the roadblocks. There is no point in glossing over the fact that the Irish labour market is a very tough place just now. It is a little less tough than it has been in the past few years, but as we all know only too well, nowhere near being able to offer employment to all of those in our workforce. There are very definite signs of employment growth in the internationally traded sector, both for goods and services, but that's going to take some time to work its way through into appreciable growth in the purely domestic economy. As a consequence, as I said earlier, more of you are going to have to find employment outside Ireland than any of us would wish, or to take jobs, hopefully as an interim measure, that are different to or less demanding than those to which you have aspired. It is not the case, however, that, to use the pub talk expression, there are no jobs out there, and by this time next year the great majority of you will have found employment, indeed if you're not already in employment. As ever, it is those with qualifications and the higher levels of motivation who get the available jobs, and those graduating today are certainly in that cohort. Whether you find employment or have gone on to further education in Ireland and abroad, you have been well prepared. The Financial Times columnist Lucy Callaway recently wrote a piece in which she mused about whether confidence or competence was the more important attribute in success in life. She concluded that confidence grounded in competence was the key ingredient. I think all of our graduates here today can leave LIT with the type of confidence that Lucy Callaway described, confidence based on competence. I wish you all every success in your future lives and careers. Thank you very much.
I now call on Ms. Maria Cain, Head of the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, to address you.
Chairman, President, Registrar, members of governing body, academic staff, administration and institute staff, graduates, award sponsors, parents and guests. You are welcome to this graduation ceremony for the Department of the Built Environment and the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering. The graduation ceremony today recognises your achievement in attaining a level of education reflected in the awards that you will receive this morning. The Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology has been established since the start of September this year. The Departments of Built Environment and Mechanical and Automobile Engineering form two of the 5 departments that comprise the faculty. The other 3 departments are Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Applied Science and Information Technology. The faculty is one of the largest centres of education in the STEM disciplines in Ireland and has over 2,000 full-time students. I would like to thank the heads of department, Mr. Pat Gill and Dr. Philip Ryan, for their support to the faculty, to their departments, to their staff and students. Some faculty highlights for the last year for the Department of the Built Environment include substantial reorganisation, improvement and investment in the department's facilities has led to the creation of the Built Environment Laboratories and Geomatic Centre, which brings together into one location the Surveying Centre, Civil Engineering Laboratories and connected teaching spaces which will enhance and the educational experience of our students and better prepare them for their future careers. Staff from the department established the Built Environment, Technologies and Educational Research Centre in LIT. The centre has been successful in attracting research students and innovation voucher projects and will provide a means by which research can further inform our teaching. A number of initiatives were undertaken by the department management team to support the Institute's plan for an increase in the number of international students. These included a visit to Yangtze University in China to formally sign an agreement of cooperation across 2 Level 8 programmes and initial discussions on a Memorandum of Understanding with a university in Malaysia. The department achieved Springboard funding this year to support 40 learners on the Building CAD and Revit Architecture Special Purpose Award, which is offered as an evening programme. I would particularly like to congratulate the department staff who are graduating today with higher qualifications. Highlights for the Department of the Mechanical and Automobile Engineering for last year include Dr. Darren Naughton, a staff member in the department, was awarded the first ever Fulbright Scholarship in Science and Technology at LIT. Only 2 such awards were made to academics in the Institute of Technology sector. The William J. Fulbright Scholarship is considered to be one of the world's flagship awards to academics. Over the past 20 months, almost 800,000 has been secured in competitive research funding for 3 research projects. Furthermore, the Department has undertaken in excess of 6 Enterprise Ireland Innovation Vouchers in 2013. The 5,000 awards further illustrate LIT's commitment to applied research and our dedication to supporting the SME sector in the Midwest catchment area. There are currently 5 research postgraduate students in the Department, and a further 6 full-time researchers are employed by the Department across a broad range of research topics. 2 staff members published a paper titled Maintenance Practices in an Economic Downturn, the Irish Experience, in the Journal of Facilities Management during the year. Formal links were agreed between both departments and the Mallow College of Further Education and Limerick College of Further Education to allow progression routes for students onto our programmes. The development of new programmes across both departments has led to the validation of the following new awards. A Level 7 ab initio BSc in GIS and Engineering Asset Management, a Level 8 add-on BEng in Process and Engineering Management, and a number of special purpose awards. Admission to the first cohort of learners onto the following programmes in the departments has enhanced the range of programmes on offer. A Level 7 ab initio BA in Interior Design and Technology, and a Level 6 Higher Certificate in Science in Property Valuation and Management. Approval by the Property Regulator was achieved for the Level 6 Property Valuation and Management programme as meeting the academic requirements for practising as a property professional under the Property Services Regulatory Authority Act. 3 staff retired this year, namely John Ryan, Ciarán O'Sullivan and John Reynolds. I would like to acknowledge the years of service they have given to Limerick Institute of Technology, and I would like to wish them a happy retirement. Our faculty has exceptionally strong links with the construction and mechanical engineering industries through the Active Learning Placement Year, through the Institute's Career and Further Options Fair, through research links, through its graduates and the work experience of many of its staff. Today's graduates will have the knowledge, skills and competencies to contribute actively to these industries. We appreciate the recognition given to this award ceremony by our industry partners through their presence here today and their ongoing and very valued support for our programmes. We are also noticing that employers are once again actively recruiting graduates from the built environment area. On behalf of the staff of the Department of the Built Environment and the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, I would like to congratulate all the graduates being conferred here today. You are graduating with qualifications which are highly regarded by the construction and mechanical engineering industries, both here and abroad. These qualifications, which are accredited by all the major industry professional bodies, and hence have considerable value added to them, will enable you to work throughout the world. We expect that all our graduates will become active members of their relevant professional bodies. Accreditation of our programmes by professional institutes is highly regarded by the departments, our staff and graduates. Professional bodies who accredit programmes in the departments are the Society of Chartered Surveyors Ireland, the Chartered Institute of Building, Engineers Ireland, the Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, and the Chartered Institute of Civil Engineering Surveyors. During the year, a successful partnership meeting was held with the SCSI, and accreditation of our programmes was achieved, including our one-year taught MSc in Quantity Surveying. I particularly welcome the presence of the professional bodies to the graduation ceremony. I wish to acknowledge the assistance you have given us in programme accreditation and development through the provision of expert advice and external examiners over many years. Please convey our gratitude for your valued input back to your institutes and in particular to your education boards. I acknowledge the contribution of all our administrative, technical and institute staff for their support of the learners during their years here in LIT. I would especially like to express gratitude on behalf of the graduates to Margaret Ryan and Catherine Wright, our faculty administrators and their administration staff. Graduates, as well as the specific knowledge of your discipline, which you will bring with you to the workplace, we expect that we will have given you the ability to look to the long term in terms of planning your career, to appreciate the value and the need for further education and professional developments, and to anticipate the rewards to be gained from exploiting niche skill areas. Not least, I wish to acknowledge the contribution of the staff of the Department of the Built Environment and the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, and their presence here today is an indication of their respect for their learners. I wish to congratulate them for their contribution in producing such good graduates, and I join them in saluting your achievement and in wishing you fulfilment in your working and professional lives. Thank you.
I now call on Ms. Maria Cain to formally confer the LIT Awards on the graduates.
I now formally confer the awards for the Department of the Built Environment, Hartnett Institute Technoliacht Limni, Brodom Davachtani de Institute, Aula Morion Institute, agus Iramort an Tugtaran, a Quid Par a Hobart, Guffer Mule, Donahirahori Iri Low. On behalf of Limerick Institute of Technology, I hereby confer the awards of LIT on the learners of the Institute, and I would ask you, President, to present their parchments formally to the successful candidates. I now request the President, Dr. Maria Hinflar, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department, Faculty of ASCT, Mr. Pat Gill, to announce the learners.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Science in Construction. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Hayes Mary. Ryan Thomas. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Construction in Site Management. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Costello Michael. Flanagan Tony. Hand Patrick. Ireland Marvin. Kelly Damien. Kennedy Michael. McGrath David. McNamara James. Spillane Nyle in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Construction in Health and Safety. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Begley Thomas. Carol Sean. Coughlin Connor in absentia. Glees Michael. Glyn Cahill. McCoy John. Naylan Aidan. O'Connell James in absentia. O'Donoghue Jamie. O'Flaherty Nyle. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Science in Construction Practice, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Enright Brendan in absentia. Hennessy John. Howley Brian. O'Donoghue Owen in absentia. O'Sullivan Declan in absentia. Smith Thomas in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Engineering, in Civil and Environmental Engineering, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Carmody Connor in absentia. Cosgrove Gary. Scanlon Tony in absentia. Sheehan Damien. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Bajrami Drayton in absentia. Brady Sean in absentia. Chelkovsky Mateusz Cesare. Conole Connor in absentia. Cook Francis in absentia. Curran Matthew in absentia. Delaney Daniel in absentia. Fearick Emmett. Maloney Thomas. O'Loughlin Jonathan. Sit sulscate onute in absentia. Seaward Paul. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Civil Engineering Management, and I request you to present their parchment to them. Ahern Padraig in absentia. Alade Raphael Tola. Brown Stephen. Connery Darren in absentia. Conway Ross. Downs Tommy. Finn Allen. Flanagan Adrian in absentia. Ford Michael. Gardner Andrew in absentia. Green Padraig. Hassett John. Healy Sean. Hickey Anthony. Cain Gary. Kehoe Eamon in absentia. Lynch Martin in absentia. McHenry Connor. McInerney Ben in absentia. Myrna Stephen in absentia. Nolan Richard in absentia. O'Connell Brian. O'Dwyer Darren in absentia. Rael Brian. Ruan Shane. Ryan Kieran. Slattery James. Snow Mark. Wallace Christopher in absentia. Walsh David. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Quantity Surveying, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Clifford Damien in absentia. Comerford Thomas. Connolly Edward. Corbett Cahill in absentia. Doyle Gregory in absentia. Duffy Daniel in absentia. Enright Barry. Fahy Thomas. Geary Morris. Geary Thomas in absentia. Gilligan Anthony. Hennessy Brian in absentia. Hodgins Shane. Cain David in absentia. Kenny Ivan. Long Edmund. Lopsas Mantas. Lynch Noel. Maher Henry. Maloney Peter in absentia. McNiff Paul. McPartland Gerd. Morrissey Porrick in absentia. Murphy Joe in absentia. Murray Paul. Nelson Collin. O'Brien Peter. O'Hanlon Brian. Rail Gerd. Sheehan Joseph. Walsh Brian. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Science in Property Valuation and Management. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Burrows Karen in absentia. Conway Julie. Gallagher Neil in absentia. Coraine Caroline. Larkin Francis. Lockery Allen in absentia. Maslin Andrew in absentia. McCormick Mark in absentia. McGuinness Alan in absentia. Murphy John in absentia. O'Brien Kenneth. O'Keefe Claire in absentia. Tracy Tom. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Property Valuation and Management. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Brereton Evelyn. Buckley Stephen. Cahill Daniel. Duffy Keenan. Kelleher Helen in absentia. Kennedy Margaret in absentia. Leyden Mark. McGregor Robert. Nolan Stephen. O'Dowd Thomas. Oyadeji Samson Adekunule. Reardon Janice. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of the Built Environment, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Construction Management. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Beatty Aoife. Burke Garrod Michael in absentia. Brown Owen in absentia. Brian Michael. Cahill Darren. Canavan Dermot. Costigan John. Dylan Damien. Fogarty Kieran. Fruin John. Griffin Christopher. Hanley Sean. Hogan Dara. Erwin Gregory. Kavanagh Damien in absentia. Kenny Patrick. Keys Evan. Lawless Owen. Lynch Adrian. Madden Colin. McCarthy Liam. McMahon Dean. Maloney Mark. Moore Gerard. Nalty Mark. Nolan Sheena. Noon James. O'D Sean. O'Leary Jonathan in absentia. O'Riordan Eamon. Quinn Dara. Ryan James. Scully Cahill. Tobin Shane. Wallace Brian. Walsh Dermot. Walsh Denise.
I now formally confer the awards for the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Hartnett Institute Technoleachta Limni, Bronam Davachtáin Institute, Aulamori an Institute, agus Iram Ort an Tuachtarán, a chud pár a Hobart go formiúil do na Híreachóirí Ari Low. On behalf of Limerick Institute of Technology, I hereby confer the awards of LIT on the learners of the Institute, and I would ask you, President, to present their parchments formally to the successful candidates. I now request the President, Dr. Maria Hinflar, to present the parchments and invite the Head of Department, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Dr. Philip Ryan, to announce the learners.
Very good morning and welcome to you all. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Engineering in Agricultural Mechanisation. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Battles, Carl in absentia, Bergen Kieran. Bohan Mark in absentia, Chalk Jerry. Costigan James. Crowley Kieran. Donoghue John in absentia, Doonan Ryan in absentia, Dowling John in absentia, Downs Jason in absentia, Farrell Mihal. Galligan Eamon in absentia, Garfield Mike. Hannon Owen in absentia, and Hannon Michael. Right, Hannon, Michael, okay, and Healy Dermot. Michael Hannon. And Dermot Healy. Hennessy Mark. Hines Jonathan in absentia, Cain Michael, Keogh Martin in absentia, Kelly Andrew, and Kelly Owen in absentia, and Kennedy Kieran, Leahy Billy, Magner Kieran, McGann Kieran, McKeown Aidan in absentia, Nolan Jason, O'Brien Daniel, O'Driscoll Declan in absentia, O'Flaherty Alan in absentia, and Power Daniel. Roach Patrick in absentia, Ryan Derrick in absentia, and Whelan John in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Engineering in Mechanical Engineering. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Courtney Nyle in absentia, Daly Shane in absentia, Foley Thomas, McInerney Shane in absentia, O'Connell Dan in absentia, and O'Donnell Glenn. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Bard William in absentia, Boland Kenneth, Book Dara, Casey Owen in absentia, Chachowski Conrad, Cleary Robert, Collier Allen, Colopy Patrick, Conroy Brian, Cotter John, in absentia, Curtin Jerry, Donahue Fergal, Fitzpatrick James in absentia, Fox Ian, Garvey Paul in absentia, George Stephen in absentia, Hogg Connor in absentia, Keeley Tony, Kenny Owen, Kenny Neal in absentia, Kurowski Marcin, Lyons Allen, Mannion Oliver in absentia, Mason Porig, McAuliffe Michael, Mead Edward, Meany John, Mullen Nyle, O'Brien Adam, O'Brien Allen, O'D Brian, O'Grady Christopher, O'Loughlin Vincent, Pender Ivan in absentia, Phelan Liam, Pond David, Quinlan Owen, Ryan John in absentia, Ryan Robert, Ryan Thomas, Tullen Dillon, Williams Mark, and Woodland Mark in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Facilities Engineering. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Arthur Adara, Carver John, Costello Keith in absentia, Fahy Michael, Garvey Peter, Hanrahan Eamon, Ket Michael in absentia, Lynch Patrick in absentia, McNulty Robert in absentia, Navarro Reginald, O'Connor Rory, Tomas O'Connor in absentia, O'Sullivan Daniel, Urbanski Robin, President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Engineering in Automobile Technology. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Byrne Francis in absentia, Byrne Joseph in absentia, Fenlon Jeffrey, Gavin Kevin, Lynch James, Murphy Dara, O'Connor Gerald, Quealy Paul in absentia, Reedy Shane, Tamba Festus, and Rec Gabriel in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Road Transport Technology and Management. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Callahan Jason, Collins Michael, Crow Damien, Daly John, Dawson James, Hallett Dermot in absentia, Hayes Adrian, Higgins Owen, Joyce Alec, Kelly Sean, McCormack Conan, O'Connor Michael in absentia, O'Shea Gavin, Prendergast Leon, Shields Daniel, Slater Craig, Wilson Barry in absentia, and Yushin Pavel. That concludes my input. Thank you very much.
I now call on the President of Limerick Institute of Technology, Dr. Maria Hinfelar, to address you.
Chairman and members of the governing body, public representatives, generous sponsors, graduates, parents, spouses, friends and relations, colleagues, academic, administrative, technical and support staff. I'm delighted that all of you are able to share in this happy occasion where we confer the awards upon this year's successful candidates. This is a time for celebration. You've passed all the assignments and exams and you now have the parchment to prove it. Congratulations. You should be filled with pride at this important milestone following all your hard work through long days and nights of studying. And I also thank the families and friends who have supported our graduates financially and emotionally through this phase of their lives. And I'm sure it's been a team effort in many ways. So today is the day for smiles and a great sense of achievement all round. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our new chairman, Mr. Nyle Green. As he mentioned, he was only appointed a matter of a couple of weeks ago by Minister for Education and Skills, Ruairi Quinn, on a 5-year term as chairman of the LIT governing body. He brings extensive experience with him from the public sector and the private sector, having served in leadership roles with organisations as diverse as GPA in the aviation sector and the Youth Employment Agency. He is also the current chair of the Hunt Museum, which means he knows our School of Art and Design very well. He's making a flying start. Not only is he presiding over a few very busy days of conferring ceremonies this week and next week, but also he has found the time to pay visits to the various campuses of LIT across Limerick and Tipperary, so he can get to know us better. I'm delighted with his very thorough approach, and I look forward to working with him. I would also like to pay tribute to the outgoing chair, Mr. John Clifford, a man no less thorough and committed, who was with LIT for a solid 5 years. Among many other developments, he oversaw the integration of the former Tipperary Institute into LIT, and of course he chaired countless graduation ceremonies over the years. So on behalf of all of us here, could I extend my heartfelt thanks to John and wish him all the best for life after LIT. He may well be watching the live streaming, so he will have heard your applause. Thank you very much. When you arrived on campus today, you probably noticed it looked a little different. One change is that LIT is becoming more international. And in fact, today we had a number of graduates, as you would have probably picked up from the sound of the names, from other European countries and beyond, 1 or 2 from African countries. And we're seeing this year that more and more international students are finding LIT. We have students from Brazil, Oman, India, the US, as well as, again, from European countries closer by. So one of the things we've done, as you may have noticed, along the streets outside of here, all the flags that are up there from about 120 countries around the world, just to symbolise the fact that we are becoming more international. And I'm sure the international students, as you will have found yourselves, will bring a new dimension to studying here at LIT, and not only life on campus, but I'm sure also off campus. And another change you might have noticed is the look and feel of the place. As part of a very ambitious long-term campus master plan at LIT, we've set in motion a whole range of projects, which aren't only about shiny brand new buildings taking us to 2030, because the campus master plan is to 2030, but also making significant and immediate improvements to what we have today. As the head of faculty mentioned, there are reconfigured laboratories, and there are also improvements to the circulation space and study areas around the campus here, and also the plaza outside the back entrance, weather permitting, of course. The study areas have been equipped with better technology, and we also have much improved sports facilities. Similar projects are happening on our other campuses in Tipperary and also in Limerick at the School of Art and Design. And the reason we're doing this is we need to address deficits both in quantity because LIT has grown and expanded in terms of student numbers, but also quality of the space that we're providing. We know from student feedback that there are issues, and we have to listen to feedback. Through surveys, we do know that the quality of our programs is very good. Our active practical learning ethos is appreciated by students and also by employers, who have plenty of positive things to say about how LIT graduates contribute to the workplace. But the physical environment in which this learning takes place isn't always perfect, and that's what we need to fix. This is being tackled in conjunction with Limerick City authorities and their master plan to 2030. We already have some resources in place from our capital development budget, which we've held in reserve, but that wouldn't be sufficient. So we're also a major partner as LIT, together with the city and the region, to bid for European funding that will support urban renewal and higher education infrastructure, which is very much intertwined with that. If successful, it will transform the place. And as LIT 2013 alumni, you will be amazed when you return in years to come for the conferring ceremonies of your younger brothers and sisters, or indeed your sons and daughters in years to come as next generations come in. But it's not only about bricks and mortar. At LIT, we recognise the financial investment and sacrifices that families are making in the current climate to support study in third level. And we also recognise that in spite of these sacrifices, it can still be very difficult to make ends meet. Our student services do an excellent job in helping students with their applications under all the state schemes. And in addition to that, we also have internal funds set aside every year so we can respond to urgent need. We do not wish to see students dropping out for financial reasons. We ultimately want to see every student get to a conferring ceremony who deserves to be there. So, for instance, in the last academic year, in agreement with the student union, we decided to transfer an additional €50,000 to the Student Emergency Fund, Hardship Fund, through savings that we made elsewhere. And also, as a new development, this year we're launching student scholarships, thanks to a generous donation from an insurance company, IPB, to a total value of another €55,000. The eligibility criteria for these scholarships will be strict but fair, and I'm sure they will make a huge difference to the recipients. But today is most of all also a day not only for celebration, but also to catch up with each other and to reflect on your experience so far and your future career prospects. The LIT Graduate Destination Survey is published every year, and this presents detailed information about how our graduates are getting on. Your turn to complete the survey will come in a few months' time, and we are very keen to hear from you. The most recent survey just completed about the 2012 graduates was very encouraging. It showed that increasing numbers are going directly into employment or further studies. And in fact, some of our programs, including some of the programs in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering, Technology, and also in the two departments being conferred here this morning, saw a 100% success rate on that front, which is an excellent testimony to the quality of yourselves as graduates and also the quality delivered by the staff of the faculty, and I congratulate them on that. So it's obvious that prospects for graduates in Ireland are improving. And with the excellent reputation of LIT amongst employers, you are well placed to benefit from this welcome development. As well as preparing students for employment, we also actively encourage LIT graduates to perhaps set up their own business, so they may create their own jobs and one day employment for others. We have a number of enterprise centres. On the main campus here, at Moylish campus, we have the Hartnett Enterprise Centre, named after John Hartnett, who is a graduate of LIT and very successful in Silicon Valley as an entrepreneur in technology. And at that centre we support high technology, applied research-based startup companies that have the potential to export their products and services. And some of the examples that you heard just now from Maria Cain, the head of faculty, about some of the applied research happening there are in mechanical engineering and also in sustainable renewable energy, that can be used in construction and also in improving energy usage of existing building stock. And some of that research is happening right here on our doorstep, with small companies that are being supported through applied research grants. And I'm sure that for some of you there might be opportunities there as well. And I'd encourage you to come and talk to us, because we do have bursaries for graduates of LIT to take space in the enterprise centres. And we also have similar enterprise centres across our other campuses in Thurles and Tipperary, and there is a new one that we're building in Clonmel in conjunction with South Tipperary County Council. So finally, whatever walk of life you opt to go down and whatever your future holds out for you, again, I'd like to congratulate you, and I'd like to encourage you to stay in touch with us, with each other, and I wish you every success for your future careers, and most of all, enjoy today. Thank you very much.
We come now to the special awards ceremony for outstanding achievement, and I invite the Chairman of the Governing Body and the President of LIT to make the awards. Our first award today is the Allied Irish Banks Award, presented by Patrick Ranahan of AIB. The Allied Irish Banks Award is for excellence on the higher certificate in construction, and the award goes to Thomas Ryan. Our second award is the Chartered Institute of Building Award, presented by Thomas Lenine of the CIOB. The CIOB Award is for excellence in the final year project of the BSc in Construction in Site Management, and the award goes to James McNamara. Our next award is the PJ Hegarty and Sons Award, presented by Joe Coonan, the Limerick Safety Officer. And the PJ Hegarty and Sons Award is for excellence on the BSc in Construction in Health and Safety. And the award goes to Sean Carroll. Our next award is the Roadstone Wood Group Award, presented by John Phillips of Roadstone Wood Group. The Roadstone Wood Group Award is for excellence on the higher certificate in engineering, in civil and environmental engineering. And the award goes to Gary Cosgrove. next award is the Punch Consulting Engineers Award, presented by Pat Hanley of Punch Consulting Engineers. The Punch Consulting Engineers Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering. And the award goes to Paul Seward. Our next award is the Aidan Feeney Perpetual Award, presented by A.B. MacDonald of LIT. The Aidan Feeney Perpetual Award is for excellence in the subject highways on the Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering. And the award goes to Emmett Feerick. We have another award from the Chartered Institute of Building, presented again by Thomas Lineen. The CIOB Award is for excellence in the dissertation on the final year of the BSc Honours in Civil Engineering Management. And this CIOB Award goes to Stephen Brown. Our next award is the ACOM Award, presented by Andrew Thompson. The ACOM Award is for excellence on the final year of the Bachelor of Science Honours in Quantity Surveying. And the ACOM Award goes to Anthony Gilligan. Our next award is the Bruce Shaw Partnership Award, presented by Christopher Matthews of Bruce Shaw Partnership. The Bruce Shaw Partnership Award is for excellence in the dissertation in the final year of the BSc Honours in Quantity Surveying. And the award goes to Brian O'Hanlon. Our next award is the Society of Chartered Surveyors Ireland Award, presented by Carlo Hanrahan. This award is presented for excellence in the final year of the BSc Honours in Property Valuation and Management. And the Society of Chartered Surveyors Ireland Award goes to Evelyn Brereton. Our next award is the Construction Industry Federation Award, presented by Conor O'Connell of the CIF. The Construction Industry Federation Award is for excellence on the final year of the Bachelor of Science Honours in Construction Management. And the CIF award goes to Adrian Lynch. Thomas Lenine of the Chartered Institute of Building is busy today. He's back again for a third award. This final third award from the CIOB is for excellence on the dissertation in the final year of the BSc Honours in Construction Management. And the CIOB award goes to Greg Irwin. We move now to the Mechanical Engineering Awards. The first of the Mechanical Engineering Awards is the Volkswagen Group Ireland Award, presented by Paul O'Flynn of Volkswagen Group. The Volkswagen Group Ireland Award is for excellence on the Higher Certificate in Engineering in Automobile Technology. And the award goes to Jeffrey Fenlon. Our next award is the Farm Tractor Machinery Trade Association Award, presented by Michael Fahy of the Farm Tractor Machinery Trade Association. The Farm Tractor Machinery Trade Association Award is for excellence on the Higher Certificate in Engineering in Agricultural Mechanisation. And the award goes to Andrew Kelly. Our next award, the Coastal Ireland Award, will be presented by Dr. Philip Ryan of LIT. The Coastal Ireland Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering. And the award goes to Edward Mead. Our next award is the MTech Award, which will again be presented by Dr. Philip Ryan of LIT. The MTech Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Facilities Engineering. And the award goes to Peter Garvey. Our final award today is the Stl Logistics Award, presented by Mr. Tim O'Donoghue of Stl Logistics. The Stl Logistics Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Road Transport Technology and Management. And this year's Stl Logistics Award goes to Conan McCormack. And we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors. We appreciate that there have been a number of difficult years, particularly in the construction industry, and you've stayed with us through thick and thin, and we appreciate that. So thank you all. I'd like to thank you all for the manner in which you've participated in this conferring ceremony. We're coming to the end now. The official photographers are located at the Millennium Theatre at the front of the building here if you wish to get photographs taken. You're also welcome to join us for some light refreshments in the Scholars Restaurant, which is the next glass building to your left down here. I now declare this conferring ceremony closed. Please stand for the academic procession, and we invite the graduates to join the end of the procession in recognition of your achievements.